the big question nobody's thinking of because we're not trained to think this way. But it occurred to me. Sasha Banks, yes or no, Wrestler of the Year right now. And this is, we can go at least WWE, because at bare minimum WWE. But I think she's in contention in full wrestling. And WWE, I think I have her at a runaway at the moment.
I want you to repeat that statement to make sure that I didn't mishear you, or maybe you didn't forget a word before wrestler. Like, because, you know, there is, when we're talking about someone like a Sasha Banks and people of her ilk, there's usually a word before wrestler. Are you sure that you didn't miss anything?
No, I'm pretty good.
So Sasha Banks, Wrestler of the Year, just plain on.
Yeah. And right now in WWE, it's not even close. So in WWE NXT, if you're just doing it off that, not even fucking close. No shot.
And I'm going to be completely honest. Before you mention that, I didn't think about it at all. Because as you said, like, I can sit here as a big proponent of women in wrestling. I almost every single episode, like, or anytime that we talk about the divas in WWE, I'm always talking about how I like to see them featured in a more prominent role, carve out a nice position on the card for them, and I'm like a big champion of women's wrestling. But I never considered that, because I always looked at it as women's wrestling, not a wrestler who happens to be a woman. So even I, being a big person like that, like, I've been trained not to even bring that into consideration. Like, you wall off that section and like, oh, you can have your own little awards over here. Don't think about what's going on over there. But now that you bring it up, the match that she put on at Unstoppable, the match that she's put on with Charlotte, the match that she put on with the Fatal 4-Way, like, every single thing that I've seen from Sasha Banks on these specials has been special. And the way that her character has developed, like, there was someone who tweeted me, and I guess he's new to the fan club here. He said, "Oh God, I finally understand why Jay loves Sasha Banks so much. That girl just oozes charisma. Just every single thing about her. Her character, the charisma, the talent that she possesses in the ring, it all works in tandem." And honestly, if I'm sitting here right now, I say, hell yeah. Why not? Why not Sasha Banks as, you know, at least a contender for Wrestler of the Year?
Yeah, I can't find one. And, you know, to me, it's like, I look at it and I say, you know, she's got the great matches. She's got the unbelievable character. And she is so fucking over at this moment. It's, like, not even funny. So, I hear she went to a pretty good wrestling school, too, not for nothing. She went to an interesting choice there. But, you know, I look at her, everything she's doing, it's just fantastic. And so there's no one this year that's been as consistent as Sasha Banks. And if she can continue that throughout the rest of the year, you know, she's going to run away with the WWE award.
And I think that the precedent that NXT has set, like, we could sit here and we could talk about how great Sasha Banks is, but the precedent that NXT has set in the way that they approach the women down there, it's very important to making a conversation like this even possible. Because when I look at NXT, I don't look at NXT and I'm like, okay, you know, this is a card and these are the divas. They're separated. Like, I feel as if the roster is integrated down in NXT, and all that they give the women, they give them exactly what they give the men. They give them time, they give them a platform, and they give them an opportunity. And they say, you know what, go out there and show them the talent that you possess. We're not going to put handcuffs on you. We're not going to handicap you. We're not going to say you can't outshine these men, because if you have the talent to go out there and bring the damn house down, and you have the talent to bring fans in, and you have the talent to be remembered and add up to the entertainment of the show, then why isn't that possible? Like, why can't you do that? Why should we inhibit your ability to do that? And NXT, they don't do that. They give them that platform. They give them that opportunity, and they take full advantage of it. And I think that that's great for every single person involved in the process. The fact that they have confidence in them in that way for them to go out there and do things like that.
And think about it this way, too. The main event world title match was given 9 minutes and was built around a debut. It was a story. It was not a match. They built this card for this woman's title match to be the best match on the show. That was bar none their thinking. They were like, we're going to provide, Sami Zayn's kind of injured. He's banged up a little bit, so we're going to have a 9-minute main event that is not going to have a finish, and it's going to have a big debut, and that's going to be what it's remembered for. And when it's all said and done, the women's match is going to be the one that people remember as the blow-away match. That's why you want to watch this show.
And can I say that I believe that's the first time that they've done this with this NXT special? Like, they structured the card so that the women's match was going to be the best. The last two NXT specials that I've seen, they didn't do that. They let everybody go out there and balls to the wall, whatever you got, put it all on the line. And still, women's matches, best matches on those two shows. So that just goes to show the talent level that they're operating at. And where I'm sitting right now, the suggestion that Sasha Banks could be nominated for Wrestler of the Year, I'm down. Hold on. You can Banks on it. Okay.
That was awful.